I think FlyToMoon's game is hard. Like, but they need the arc and the storm.
Boulder smash, rolling boulder. Swashbuckle comes in, doesn't do that much damage onto this Enchantress. Now they've got the enchant. Metamorphosis is about to run out, but before it does, they get first blood. They'll take Roger's life.
Oh, they get me good time. So sometimes we see like the double Wraith run before you go for Midas, but this game he's gone ultra greedy and it's worked for him.
Ball lightning over to get Charlie. Vortex rolling boulder right on top of him. They'll get the kill onto the TB. Charlie getting overwhelmed by the Spirit Brothers and a Pangolier best friend.
It does mean that he's not going to get the 6-minute rune though on the Storm. It does go towards this Invoker, who actually just denies it.
So we see Avalanche toss once more. VIrtus, he needs to find himself some space. I'm not sure he's going to. They just got the kill on a Charlie, but now they lose VIrtus and always want to fly. They're putting in some. So
I don't know how many points in class it is to stop the Storm from jumping away. I think it might be 4 on Iceberg.
Ooh, Avalanche toss with the wall down, and they commit the wall. They've got the cold snap. Roger going over to try and pick up the regen. There's the vacuum back. He still picks it up. Boulder smash on the 3, but it won't matter. They'll get the kill onto Iceberg and Roger. Grab them. Ward, was that smoke?
Dire's top tower is falling.
I think that kill on Iceberg before was really important, by the way, because we were saying, you know, how he was going to get such a quick Orchid timing. It was basically uninterrupted. But that one death like slows Orchid down in timing by at least a minute, right?
Could really change the game if he had had that Orchid now instead of later. But general, he'll end up getting the kill on the Saberlight, solo kill onto the Darkseer.
There's a lot of heroes coming bot though as well.
Now they're looking, they go onto this tiny era, magnetized and trying to run, but eventually he'll fall to Iceberg. They put their attention on Roger. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, bottom with a +1 up top.
Yeah, he does get Beatrice. Okay.
Old snap, Swashbuckle getting some distance, ball lightning in Iceberg?
Okay. Well, that was without the blink as well, remember, from the tiny, so he just balled in on top of him.
Yeah, no, they're gonna find a +1. Always want to fly. He's under the tower. What do you do here? There's not much. He tries to swap his way out, but they hit the Avalanche anyway, and the right click comes in from Charlie to finish him off.
They want the enchant. They want the illusion. He's running away.
Radiant's bottom tower.
No. Thunder. Back and forth. Magnetize. Supreme. Swashbuckle. That comes in. Okay. They'll at least get one. VIrtus comes in with a Tempest double. Roger trying to reapply the Magnetize as much as he can. Gets it up again, but there's the Sunder. Magnetize might take out the Enchantress. General goes in and finishes him off as he's got that Blink Dagger. Iceberg comes all the way through. And now, with no Sunder, they've got the toss, but it gets him out of harm's way. That's perfect to keep this Terrorblade alive. And now they try to get the Tiny and will. So 3 heroes out on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. FlyToMoon
them. Them to take towers. They just want to find kills. Ooh, General.
Cold snap. Trying to roll away. Just can't do so.
It looked like he was going to be okay there for a second. Invoker with the cold snap. Secures it.
Stupendous. From the goddess.
We really haven't seen a huge amount from Roger though this game. He's going to get broken by the smoke as well.
Roger hit with the tornado. Ninjas in Pajamas doing a very good job of going around the map and just getting pick-off after pick-off. Now they head towards top. They want to go for VIrtus, and they find always want to fly. Magic Missile comes in with a ball lightning as well as the electric vortex. They lock up Era. They get the kill. Misha now some right clicks. Impetus shots coming through onto this Venge. And trying to get the kill. Eventually will. Blast is out. The right click damage not enough to get the kill onto this Enchantress. Supreme's forward on this though. They do have ball lightning and the vortex.
Why is Iceberg going in?
Yeah, it's a bad spot for him to go in on.
He's in trouble now.
This is the real VIrtus. They've got the vacuum back into the wall as well as these impetus shots. Misha doing so much damage, especially with that alacrity. Eventually, they kill this Enchantress. They've got the rolling thunder as well as the blink. So now the magnetize. They'll stop the TP from Supreme. They get that. Charlie coming from behind with Saberlight. Now Era's here. Misha back alive with the buyback being used. General Swashbuckles to the other side of Roche. Pops that mech. Sipping on the bottle, blinks away.
Dire
A swashbuckle in a
are
second. He's made the distance. He gets out.
And again,
So much gold, and finally buys out on the damage, going into the MKB next, and then the Scotty.
oh, they found him.
Blink forward, Avalanche. They found him. Goes in the dome, vacuum back, another dome by the Tempest double. They get the kill onto this Arc Warden. This is exactly what they wanted the entire time, and they finally...
Kind of like an item behind at this point. So
General, silence before you get the Rolling Thunder off.
The
Cold
Greaves,
Snap
yeah.
comes in, and now they've got the Avalanche toss.
Radiant's bottom tower
it
is
was
under
5,
attack.
3, and 12. He's actually just been everywhere. Sablelight's getting so many assists as well because of this Iron Shell on the Tiny.
Magic Missile, Tornado comes in, hits on Iceberg, always want to fly, taking damage from the Impetus shots. They get the kill on Iceberg, they'll find and turn, always want to fly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Saberlight. Oh, the Centaur Stomp!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're going to try and carry on going through here. Rolling Thunder comes through as well. And they managed to catch the Invoker as well. And with Roger still rolling through, they're actually going to be able to find him here with the Venge Stun as well. Oh my goodness. Has Ben... Yeah, I think Ben's said he dropped a second. So don't worry, chat. We've got the Mo Farah play-by-play for a while. It's back. We're online. They're going to try and find more here. They know how to have this Aegis on Storm, so they're really strong, but nice back wall comes through from Saberlight, and Storm just instantly loses the Aegis. I mean, Roger's going to straight up die as well. They pop the Meta on TV as well. General comes through with the Rolling Thunder, and they're going to try and blow people up here. Can they have enough damage? It doesn't look like they do. Mech gets popped by Saberlight, and they're all back to full HP again on the Dire side. Did they see Tiny? They didn't. It was nighttime, so they didn't have the vision. Always want to fly's going to drop the ward down. He's probably going to give his life away for it straight away. General's going to come through with the Swashbuckler as well. Iceberg goes in with the Stomp, and with the General Rolling Thunder coming through as well. Wall goes down, but it doesn't really hit anybody, and now Iceberg's in a little bit of trouble. Charlie pops his BKB, but General's still rolling through this fight. Roger's going to come into the backline as well, and they do find CeeM on the Invoker straight away. Charlie BKB getting a little bit wasted here. It's basically just getting kited the whole duration, and General's still just getting involved with this fight. Roger with another roll through. They really want Charlie here if they can. So it looks like Misha's just going to have to give his life away to allow the TV to come out there. Great fight for FlyToMoon. Looks like he's going for the Satanic 9 on TV as well, which is really good. Timeless Relic for the Invoker. That's really strong for him. And they're going to find Icebreaker. He does get the BKB off. The Orchid goes onto air as well with the Rolling Thunder coming through. He's in a little bit of trouble, but Charlie comes onto the side and he actually finds VIrtus straight away with this MKB. He's ripping through him. But is it enough? Kills the clone. Okay, but what else can he find here with this BKB? They are going to get Always Wanna Fly's illusion. Okay, I say illusion, it's the real thing, but it basically feels like an illusion at this point. I thought that was the real Arc Warden. I won't joke with you guys, but you know, never mind. It's fine. Roger's trying to hide away here, and they do see him, so Roger's gonna fall as well. They do have buyback on the Radiant supports, but really good fight for Net. Look to try and choke them out here a little bit. Yeah, coming in from the top, he actually finds the Avalanche onto Venge, but he doesn't have any detection for the toss follow-up. It looks like we're with Misha here. It should be fine. They don't really want to use the Dispel here because they want to save it for the Death Illusion, but nice Rolling Thunder coming through from General. Keeps his Venge alive for at least a little bit longer. Blacking out slightly here. They can't see what's happening, but Roger does die, and with the damage from the TV coming through, they're actually found the real... Oh no, it's the clone again. Oh my god, I keep getting debated by the clone. Holy crap. But they only find Roger and the Always Wanna Fly support someone. The question is, can they get more? Magnetic Field. Oh my god, fall down. General gets the nice disarm onto the TV to stop the push a little bit, but it just doesn't matter. Nipper's still charging through here. Magnetic Field goes down again. Iceberg comes through with another 2-3-man portal coming through, but he gets hexed up by CeeM when he actually dies. He has 5 actually. Gonna try and come back into this fight here. Sunder comes out from the TV onto the Arc Clone, and that's gonna bring him back to almost full HP again, but with the meta running out, it looks like just going to try and back off here a little bit at least. We should just go down to the Arc Warden clone so they get something here on FlyToMoon.
So excited. How's it going? What did I miss? Anything good? General,
it's been a lot of back and forth.
vacuum wall onto the hill.
Oh my goodness.
Probably still taking a lot of damage. He pops BKB. VIrtus Tempest double trying to do all it can. Sunstrike onto the high ground
Iceberg
and gets the kill on
come
Always
through.
Wanna Fly, but they get the kill on a CeeM. They look over the Darkseer who eats the cheese and survives. So Saberlight trying to run, Ball Lightning with the BKB still going. Finally is no longer available on Iceberg. They look to get this kill onto the Darkseer. Vacuum once again, but it's not going to work out. They get the kill. The buyback comes out from the Tiny as well as the Invoker. They look over. They've taken the first life out of the hands of this TB. They've got the Rolling Boulder in as well as the infinite shots from Misha, but it just doesn't do enough damage. They've got the silence. They look for the kill. They get the kill onto this TB. Take Charlie out. And all of a sudden, what was once a 22k lead is now just an 11k lead. The Ball Lightning as well as the Electric Vortex Tornado comes in. It's only going to hit on Iceberg as the Rolling Thunder is going along. They've got the silence on Amisha. They're trying to chase and kill if this Enchantress goes into the Glimmer Cape, but the Rolling Thunder hits, and now they've got the Swashbuckle. And look at this. Another kill for FlyToMoon.
Wow. I mean, that fight was crazy. They had...
Iceberg caught. Terror Wave coming in. Oh my god, look at that damage on Iceberg. Jeez, Charlie just comes in with the Terror.
Massively. On so many pickoffs with this inside lanes with the FlyToMoon claws trying to just pitch lanes out and things.
And Always Wanna Fly. They've got the dust, but the magic whistle comes in from Always Wanna Fly. Out onto the Tiny. They missed the Tornado. They've got the Invisible Blade used. They focus up Era, who pops the Minotaur horn. They're going to the backlines with this. Vortex. Wow. Long wall coming down. Can they get the kill to Charlie? They've got the Hex out onto the Earth Spirit, so not much that Roger can get done. He ends up dead. Charlie gets the kill there, and now Iceberg needs the lead.
You might be able to find Iceberg here. He's not got very much mana to work with.
No, not really.
Saberlight has Bling Vacuum.
Back. Now the Silence, Dome, BKB's been popped by Charlie. Though going with the Rolling Thunder, Disarm coming through from the Invoker. But I just don't know if that's going to be enough for them to hold. Lost Iceberg, he's dead for 2 minutes.
Oh, the AoE surge. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I mean, yeah, without Iceberg, how do they hold it? I mean, Mechta's up in 30.
Yeah, but we'll get the Tempest Double, just get ripped apart. They've got the Hex. Always Wanna Fly, swaps out, gives up his life for Generals.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And there's still 100 seconds without this Storm.
I mean, Roshan's about to spawn again, but I feel like you really want to make the most of the Storm being dead to Refresher and Dex. Yeah.
Rolling Thunder coming through from General. Has the Refresher up in 15 seconds. Minotaur Horn used. They've got the Nullifier. That comes out of the Enchantress. The Vacuum onto 2. They've caught VIrtus. He's on the backlines. Gets hexed as well as feared to the Terror Wave. They've got the damage to take out Always Wanna Fly as well as Roger. Those heroes are now gone without buyback, so it's a 2v5 situation that I just don't think FlyToMoon are going to be able to hold.
I mean, Arc Warden's still alive, but without the supporting cast.
Yeah. They just go for the tier 4s, and this is looking like game 1's going
Look
to
at
go the way
this
of
wall
Vision's
as well.
Pajamas.
Put a wall in the base.
He just can't leave. Rolling Thunder comes out. Right click's coming in from V2, and they get the kill into General. They'll call GG, and the first game goes to Ninjas of Pajamas.
Victory.
Tell me what you feel about this game, Vico.
Oh, well, let me tell you. First, I ran to my modem 4 times, unplugged, plugged it in.
Absolutely torn to pieces. Where they, like, General got picked off bot after V2 and TP top, then Storm. There's the magic. Okay.
I heard the heavy push come in from Ninjas of Pajamas in the earlier, mid part of the game. Ooh, going after Misha. General Roger Always Wanna Fly all here, and first blood is in the hands of FlyToMoon. Over in the bottom lane, and that is to Era. I also want to know how involved Era's going to get, but Always Wanna Fly, he's getting low. Fortune Zen thrown out at Era. An early kill onto this Rubik could be very good for VIrtus, and it gives him an early point in that.
Maybe they can. This lifesteal is going to have Deso and 1,000 gold.
Bottom lane, taking a look. Underwood caught. They get the kill there onto Saberlight, who continues to try and force the issue. He's going into a Heaven's Halberd. I like that pickup.
Force TP's back here. And you see Misha taking it over at the same time straight away. Everything's so smooth with how they've played this game so far.
Is under attack.
There's no glyph
Just
now.
going to
on
the high ground. Look at this
either.
Rage. Kuna Malice coming down. That's going to be right onto the Pangolier. Shield crash. They've got the Centaur to hoof stomp him. So much damage, forcing the false promise very early into this fight. Supreme TP's out, and like you said,
He's bringing the
here
Lesh
he
back.
comes again. They're gonna try and bring him back.
Oh, he
Use the
can't.
hand to get the kill on Amisha, and now he can't. So Lesh gets left there. They still get the kill on the Pango here. They look over at V2, they're doing a lot of damage, but all of a sudden, Charlie losing his life. The man with the Aegis is back at home. And Era's gonna fall too, so they knew on the side of... Oh, Iceberg.
That's
They
no
might force
BKB.
BKB. Well, he doesn't actually have it for 10 seconds. Bit of Malice. Now they've got the clumsy net.
There's no mana though
Malice
on Lesh.
again. Oh, jeez. They don't have False Promise, and now the Shrek, he's in too far. All right, Aegis pop. Good for FlyToMoon. Now he's back to full mana. They're going to continue to run. He has a regen rune to work. Oracle really doesn't have much of anything.
You see Roger.
Oh, they'll find Roger, but then V-Tune, he's right over. Peter Malice is down, the BKB's been popped by V-Tune. They go after Roger. They're trying to get the kill to the Windrunner. They're doing a lot of damage to start this one off. They've used the Doom. So that came out onto the Underlord. Rolling Thunder comes through. They've infested into Supreme. Supreme's in some trouble. He needs some help. Infest ends up popping, but now V-Tune, he's only held alive thanks to the False Promise. They get the kill to Charlie. Good Peter Malice, but it just feels too late. They'll try to Dark Rift away. Shackle thrown to the Sark. Yule's up into the air. They've disarmed this Doom, and they'll leave him be as they go back to base. Good fight.
There's no better.
General's got this Ags, too. Era coming over. Peter Malice, BKB's been popped by Iceberg. Who's he going to doom? He dooms up the Underlord. Now they've got themselves the Shackle on Era. Era looking like he's going to go down. They'll lose the Rubik first. General coming in with the Rolling Thunder, using that Shield Crash, throwing out those Swashbuckles, gets on top of the Underlord. They get the kill into 3. They'll take out Saberlight, Misha, and Era. They'll look over at Supreme, doing a lot of damage onto the Sark, who's been disarmed. Now they've got the Infest that will pop. They get the kill into Supreme. They've taken on to 4th. They go for Charlie. This could be very devastating if they get the kill onto this Lifestealer. He rages and TPs from the racks to home.
That fight looks okay for Nip at the...
9 charges for those Shrek on that Bloodstone. Never a good feeling. Iceberg shows himself mid. He'll scorch Earth, but they don't want to chase any further. V-Tune coming in from the side, has the break. Now they've got the Telekinesis. I almost feel like Ninja's Pajamas are hoping that they'll pop a BKB, but the Inferno Blade comes out an arrow. They get the kill onto this Rubik. They'll take him out. They look over at Charlie, now trying to run. Goes into the Rage, in some trouble. Infest, Dark Rift, tries to get out. He's been leashed up, doomed up. Can they get out in time? No! Power shot from Rogers on the money. BKB's been popped by V-Tune, and he's down to 7 seconds, but you've lost this Leshrac for him. Or you've got a way to cut the distance, but not if he stays in the neutral camps. Roger in general, now you've got the Swashbuckle, and he just dies.
Wow. I think this MKB does so much damage.
Can they force the BKB or just get the kill on a V-Tune? Whoa! They annihilated him. And they line up the stun. V-Tune saved by the False Promise. BKB's been popped by Iceberg. He's now got the Octarine Cord. They have a BKB on Supreme still? Yeah, they do. So they could really open wounds. But he's able to disengage.
Trying to make sure they find the right opening on both these teams.
Iceberg? He's got BKB. They've got the Telekinesis. They follow this up. Do they have the damage? It looks like they do, even with the BKB.
So quick.
Ooh, just escapes 100 health. But the BKB is now down. V-Tune coming in. They were looking for the Shackle to follow that up. They go on the 10. He doesn't have Guardian Greaves for 9 seconds, but the Hand of God! Oh, the Force Staff back stays alive. Just barely off.
What a
Shackle, though, on a Charlie as well as Supreme. They're looking for the Dark Rift out, but I don't know if they have the time to get the kill on Misha. They look over at Rubik. They get the kill on Era, and now the rest are gone. That was quick damage. Roger pops his BKB. That's down to 9 seconds. V-Tune pops his as well. That's down to 6.
For now, Nip know that they know because they saw the courier, and they're going to wrap around here.
Shiva's coming out. Charlie moving forward. They've got the Pin of Malice. The BKB's been popped by Iceberg. They'll get the Doom out. That's out onto the Underlord, so they've doomed him up. They'll look for the Inferno Blade. They look over at V-Tune. He's trying to stay alive with the Guardian Greaves. He's got 1 second till the Hand of God. Pops in. V-Tune in deep. Uses the Shadow Dance. They get the kill on Misha. They look over at the Rolling Thunder is coming in from General. They get the kill on Charlie. They're taking out the Lifestealer. Down goes the Rubik. Down goes Leshrac. Supreme trying to survive with the Bloodstone. Maybe I'm wrong, but most likely not, as he ends up dead there. Dark Rift away. Triple kill for V-Tune.
I don't know if you noticed that there from VIrtus. He used this again. Rubik stole Doom, and it looked like it was going to be really good. But VIrtus happening, and he knew that the Rubik had stolen it, so used Shadow Dance just as he saw the Rubik about to cast it on him. That was insane.
Saberlight. I don't know if he can get into the base.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And this is
They're
why
gonna buy back on these heroes. Yeah.
this is the kind of dominance I expected from FlyToMoon coming into this series. And when I say dominance, I don't mean necessarily winning at all points in the game, but understanding how they needed to play their draft, and like really executing their game plan well. Because yes, they lost that Rax really early into the game. I think it was like 22 minutes or something. But they understood how much stronger they were going to get when starting.
The pajamas for a little bit. They took that bottom set of racks, and it felt like the pressure that they were putting on
Nip's draft, but yeah.
Offlane, Elder Titan. Try v try. Who do you think comes out ahead on this one now?
Oh, 100% Nip. Like, yes, they have the Undying, which is a big problem, but they need to be able to click them still. Oh, here we go, though.
Shaco connects. And
They got him.
Misha will end up dead of the soul rip. He hit that level 2 first.
Like, obviously, Undying's really strong
And he'll salve up. So
I'm
not
really surprised he
exactly-
hasn't. Yeah.
Shaco
Charlie?
again. They're just getting caught
Oh
by
my
these
God.
trees. And Charlie, he's going to get low. V-Tune goes in. They can't get the power shot to land. And Roger gets that kill. Can they at least get Always Wanna Fly? The decay, the right clicks, and the Fade Bolt finally follow up. And Era gets credit for that one, but they lose the Venge.
That's an insanely good death for the Undying, though. Like, he even forces out the Fade Bot from Rubik at the end. He has 14 one charges, which is great for Rubik, but like, you're now going to come back to the lane with full mana, full HP, right? Which is exactly what you want.
Shackle again. And it's just these trees that
Whoa,
they're
you
sticking
can't.
real close
Whoa.
to, but all of a sudden V-Tune telekinesis, he's gonna freeze
This-
over. Misha gets the kill. They look over at Roger. You get baited in a little bit too far, and all of a sudden they lose the Morphling. So one.
So where's...
Look over
I
bottom.
really want to kill
Misha.
bottom Misha.
Magic missile out on a V-Tune.
Oh, they...
Charlie now, he walked back into that, gets hit by the Aether Remnant. He'll die, so will Misha.
Wow.
Kill there for General, and that goes horribly for Ninja's Pajamas. Only they need a good early start to this.
Top lane as well, though. He just starts smacking, gets his Midas.
Radiant are scanning.
He's very close, and now he's showing himself. So look at this. Just Scorched Earth. They're going to move forward. They got the kill into Saberlight, but they have the Shackle. Tombstone comes down. They've used the Doom. Everybody rotating in to try and get the save on the
Tombstone, though, as well.
I'm not certain they can, and it doesn't look like they will. They'll look for the Deny, and
Oh,
they'll
the Deny?
get it. They've got the swap on Always Wanna Fly, but he decays, stays alive. Misha goes down. Era and Charlie now on the run. They made the rotations in, and they're in so much trouble. Charlie Magic Missile, does he have the right click damage? No, there's a Soul Rip to keep this Undying alive even longer.
General solo killed Saber like top at the same
Dire's
time.
bottom tower is under attack.
What?
Oh, Era's been spotted. Slowed up. Iceberg. He's got himself that
Dire's
Purge
middle tower is under
spell
attack.
ready to go. He looks over at Era. One more shot needed. And with the Scorched Earth, he'll burn him out.
I mean, they just team wiped them.
Kill on Amisha ever since hitting this 6 has been very active. And they're going to look for Supreme again. And they don't have Doom, but they can continue to put the pressure on.
They-
At least grab this tier 1.
It's not about killing Supreme. They want to pressure the mid tier 1 with the catapult wave from the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
And you see the next wave coming in now, so this catapult's going to be fine.
Tombstone down.
Supreme.
Look over this Aether Remnant. Now the swap. Supreme in trouble. They've got the right click damage to get the kill. They look over at Charlie, who really doesn't have much of
Saberlight.
anything. He'll try to swap in once again. They get the kill on Iceberg.
That's 288. Oh, get him.
Slamming. Ice Blast. Leading just the wrong direction.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh. They keep their mid tier 1 alive, but they have to bring everybody over. So, well, but... No.
Always Wanna Fly again. Drops the Tombstone. Soul Rips. Dooms this Arc
Dire's
Warden.
middle tower is
And he's
under
popped the
Stole
BKB. Right click damage stolen. Doom placed on Iceberg. And oh, wait for him in. That finishes off Supreme. And it doesn't look like this Doom is going to
I gotta
kill
get him.
Iceberg, but Saberlight moving forward with an extra 238 damage.
Oh.
Can't catch up. While Venge is going down again. Charlie, he is dead once more. They got the sleep on a General. He's woken up. Cold Feet not doing it. Astral Step right across. Shackle doesn't latch to anything. They'll look for the kill on Era. Power Shot comes in. General ends up dead to Misha, though.
To find an opening here in bot lane. But with the supporting cast coming over, they see them under the ward.
Misha just getting lit up. However, Cold Feet does a proc. No. They have the Ice Blast on this Morphling. Can they catch up to him? They'll look for the sweep with the telekinesis. Era moves in. Earth Splitter comes through, and VIrtus gets low,
don't have
never
enough.
dies. Saberlight goes down. Era out.
I see
Tempest double trying to
CeeM.
output the damage that it can. But they look over at CeeM. They've gotten themselves the shackle. They get the swap on a Roger. Misha comes back. They've got another swap. They'll get the kill on a Roger. Always want to fly. He's in
General,
the trees.
though.
Astro Step. Go on to CeeM. They've got the Aether Remnant. And CeeM, he goes down. Doom out onto the Venge. Not much Charlie can do. Resonant Pulse. Ice Blast coming in. That does hit Iceberg. He'll shatter away. They get a bunch of kills here on the side of FlyToMoon. And dead, though.
You have to go in here. I think if you're general, you just commit. Yeah.
Astral Step, Yules, as well as the Aether Remnant onto Charlie. He'll try and run BKB. Swap Misha. He might be the one giving up his life on this.
CeeM's just dead.
CeeM's gone. VIrtus comes around the back. They get the kill on a Charlie. Now they'll look for the rest. Misha falls. Saberlight and Era, they're running as far as they can. Aether Remnant from Era onto this Iceberg Doom. Telekinesis drops him down. Doesn't hit Iceberg. Sweep misses as well.
Oh god, I forgot about Rubik versus Morph. When Morph turns into Rubik, he gets also the Rubik stuff.
This will hasten my footfalls.
13k lead here. And, oh boy. Telekinesis, General, swap, Charlie going in, Magic Missile, but there's the E-Blade. They don't get the kill onto the Rubik, they'll look for the sweep, but that misses. Adaptive Strike gets thrown, they'll also get the Earth Splitter
Shackle.
down. Shackle onto both the Venge as well as the Elder Titan. The Ice Blast is way short.
Beamed in trouble as well.
If they catch it CeeM again, this is going to be a massive damage to Ninjas in Pajamas, and they're just going to lose him. He's dead for
Misha.
53 seconds.
Oh. The question for me is, oh, Misha. Oh no.
Misha just can't catch a break.
He walked up to D Ward and then he
They're
accidentally
gonna
walked
fight
into
those
the Aether.
still. They'll find Iceberg.
Oh, okay. He didn't get his BKB off.
But wave form forward, Adaptive Strike with the E-Blade. They get the kill on a Saberlight. They look over at Charlie. The right click's coming in from the illusions of VIrtus, and they've slowed him up with the Flux, but still moving forward is General. Stolen Shackle. That shackles up General forever. And that's only a level 2 into the Arcane Supremacy. Which it's soon to be up minimum spawn timer.
Oh, illusion again.
And now...
And here
they might
comes
just
the
lose
wolf.
someone. Yeah, everybody making the rotation over. They've got the Aether Remnant. Misha getting killed off by the Adaptive Strike with the E-Blade once again. They'll look for Era. General, he doesn't have an Astral Step to work with, but he does have an Aether Remnant in just a second. I don't know if they'll even need that. They've got the Silence out on Era. They'll get the kill. VIrtus with another double kill. He's now sitting 13, 1, and 11. CeeM
Go
pretty
for
far
CeeM.
forward. They'll look for the sweep, but CeeM's just dead.
He's going to have to buy back here.
He gets absolutely blown up. 2,034 damage coming in from the Morphling with the E-Blade Adaptive Strike.
Yeah, with the tombstone down as well, it's really difficult for Nip to find their way into this fight. And CeeM's just going to get focus fired here. Oh
Yeah,
my
he just bought
god.
back. Roger pops the BKB, runs at him, doesn't even care if he dies. The Doom's out into Charlie. They've shackled up the Elder Titan over to the Tempest double. They get the kill into Charlie. They'll Astral Step forward. They've got themselves the Dissimilate, and everybody's dead on the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. FlyToMoon have qualified for the main event off this performance, and this was a slaughtering.
Yeah, this was really, one-sided. I think this is probably the most one-sided draft we've seen today. But even then, I still feel like if the lanes had gone slightly better for on this Venge, he needs a little bit of time to